All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another War Thunder Wednesday. Specifically, the first War Thunder Wednesday of the new year, and the first stream of the new year. Hello everybody, welcome in Kestrel, CEO of Gaijin, Fulcrum. How's everybody doing? And we're going to go ahead and get things kicked off. I just realized I didn't update my Twitch schedule. There's the scuff. Always scuff. That is rough, Crumb. I am doing great, and because this is the new year, there are a couple things I want to run through before we actually dive right into the War Thunder gaming with the historically accurate F4C gaming today. New microphone? No, I got a boom arm for the microphone for Christmas and a shock collar mount, so now the mic is actually right up next to my face where it's supposed to be, instead of stuck all the way off to the side on my desk. So we have better audio quality as well. Today is a good day. So, we're going to kick things off. I'm going to start off with the revisions to, we're doing a little bit of revision to chat rules and just general enforcement within the chat. We're going to get this one out of the way first because that one can be a bit of a, the roughest. Go pass out and be ready. Do it. So, starting off this year for chat, over the last couple of months, we had some people come in who were cutting it a little close on some of the rules and some of the TOS, and we're going to be paying a little more attention to that, and I'm going to be implementing a two-strike policy. So, first rule of business is if somebody comes in and they start kind of edging the TOS or just generally kind of being a dick, we're just going to, we're going to hit them with a 2-point rule. Number one is if we see a message like that and it's not what we're looking for here, because we want to create a space that people can come in and just feel like they can have fun in, and don't really want to worry about, having to worry about trying to prove yourself against anybody or any of that garbage. So we're going to have that rule of first message, first instance is either deleted or timeout, and we will send you a warning via verbal in chat or via whispers. And if we see a repeat, then it'll be a ban. I'm going to be very strict on this because this is something that I want to make sure doesn't accumulate into a bigger problem that we can't control. Because when that kind of stuff gets out of hand, you're basically done for. So we're going to make sure we nip that in the bud and keep this space, not necessarily, I don't like using the word safe space, but this is going to be a space where people don't have to worry about just talking. You can just, you know what I mean. We just sit here, we have fun, we relax, and no real sweating, no real try-harding, no real competition with anybody but ourselves. Just a good time where we build each other up. So, that's that. 2, you may have noticed in my stream title I said I fixed the Marines. So for those of you who are new here, you may see the numbers on your screen just over my head with a bar that has the different indicators, little icons next to it, numbers. Those are the merits bar. Those are the merits bars. So what that is, we have a merit system in place. This is an idea I got from Giga of VShojo and her mob army and her points. Yeah. And this is an idea I got from Giga and her mob army with she has a mob army with 3 branches or 3 factions, creatures, monsters, and undead, and there is a redeem system with channel points where you can create a number of points that is calculated based on different things. My system is completely random. You draw a card from a deck and you get a random number of points every day. I will. And you get from those points, you can also use channel points to set up a duel where you can fight you can cause the 2 branches to fight to actually you will allow the different branches to fight based on drawing 2 different cards. You're basically playing a card game of war on stream. And based on the result of that war duel, you gain the number of points that is the difference. So, for the longest time, the Marines seemed like they would never lose a duel. And I realized there were 2 errors in my code over the last month. One of the errors was that the Marines were actually making a second duel because I accidentally left in a chunk of the code that I copied over from just the regular dailies. And so they were making an extra draw. So I took care of that, removed that. And then I found out what the second one was, because the Marines didn't seem like they were actually losing a duel still. That wasn't because they weren't losing, it was because I screwed up the chat message that puts out when the duel is over, so it looked like the Marines were winning, even when they weren't. The Marines were going full communist. So naturally, we had to put a stop to that real quick. So now that's fixed, and now the Marines can, well, they could always lose, but now you can see that they're losing. So the Marines are no longer invincible. Now, next bit. Follower goals. We have been building up in terms of following over the last couple of months, and it's been really friggin' awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back this thing. This is the updated follower goals that we set out with when we were just a little itty bitty guy. And we're starting to grow now. So before we had a follower goals, we have follower goals at every 50 follower sets up until 500, and then we'll be making a new set of goals. But for right now, we're up past 250. We're almost up to 300 over here on Twitch. We are actually over on YouTube. We're like about 300 shy of 10K, which is mind-blowing to me, because 4.5 months ago we were at 50. It's just awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all of your support. And for that, we have all of these different things setting up. So we have the new emotes sort of set up. That came in already. The branch recruiting posters, those are going to be smack talk style, if you will, as the word goes, shitpost posters that I will throw up on Twitter and Blue Sky and a couple other places as like meme posts. And those posters are in the works. I'm going to hold off on revealing them until all of them are done. Right now, one of them is completed. I'm also getting some concept work done for all of the others at the same time, and getting some other things done. So those are going to take a bit longer than I had expected, but they will be done, and when they are, I will reveal them. I think I'm going to reveal them based on competition winners or based on wargame winners, or maybe I'll just drop them all when I deploy some really cool new stuff that I'm not going to specify about. So that's going to happen. Those are in the works. The dueling games are present. You guys can do that in chat, and that's going to be a fun time because, oh boy, that goes hard. Now, the last thing is, because we broke 250 followers recently, the last one on the list is a stream where I rank basic superpowers. I have a list of superpowers written down. I need to find somebody to collab with, and I have a few people in mind. I need people who will make this more and more chaotic. So I'm going to be picking some people out, and I'm going to be putting that stream together, and we should have that soon, within the next couple of weeks. And that's that. And when we hit 300, I'm going to have to set up a hand cam stream, so that way we can do a Lego building stream for a Mandalorian gunship that I picked up a while back. And that's going to be a blast. All right. Of course, we also have this thing that I've forgotten to post up. That is our current bit goal, which is where we will do an A10 stream when we hit that number of bits. As we hit the bit, so that is a bit goal equal to the value of the A10 pack. When we get that bit goal done, I will buy the A10 pack, and I will do a bunch of A10 streams for War Thunder Wednesday for you guys. So if you guys want the A10 stream, let's see those bits. This is going to be good, and it's going to be fun, and I can't wait. So that's that. Now, more fun games. We have a bunch of games coming up, because I picked up a couple of things recently. So this year, we're going to be doing a lot more in terms of gaming variety. I picked up FPS Friday recently. Ascendant.com should be coming back at a pre-test. They were closed for the holiday weekends leading up to December. for the ending part of December, and I expect that they'll be open soon again on the weekends, so that'll be fun times, and we'll have that sci-fi biopunk shooting. But as for the other first-person shooters, I also picked up the entire Battlefield series, and we're going to be doing the campaigns, and we're going to be doing some multiplayer, and so we're going to start off with the campaign for Battlefield Hardline, because I know that there are, I've received a bit of feedback that Hardline is the worst of the Battlefield series in terms of 1, 3, 4, 5, Hardline, and 2042. So I'm going to start with the one that people tell me is the worst, and then I'm going to work up through the others and just generally enjoy the whole thing. So that way, when we get through the whole Battlefield saga, we end on a good note. So that's the plan for Battlefield. We also picked up Ace Combat 7, which has been highly requested. So I will be doing an Ace Combat 7 stream at some point, probably in the next few months. We'll see. And then I also decided to, while it was on sale for the holidays, I picked up Titanfall 2, which I've never played. So there's going to be a Titanfall 2 stream at some point. I'm going to get introduced to the mecha genre in full from the OG perspective. We're going to start that strong. So Titanfall 2 is on the horizon. Ace Combat 7 is on the horizon. All the Battlefield games that I can get my hands on are on the horizon. Don't know if they fully fixed a lot of the server issues. We'll be careful. But, yo, bomb. Yes, so we have lots of cool games coming up. And the last thing that I've got going is I'm going to be opening a Discord server initially for content creator friends that I've made over time, because one of the things I want to do this year is a lot more collabs. So I'm going to be... So when I come out with that thing, we're going to be making a lot of... Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more collabs this year. We're going to be doing a lot more fun, and I'm going to build a Discord initially for creator friends to facilitate those collabs, and eventually I'm thinking of opening that Discord to you guys. So we will have a Discord soon, just not right now. So that's on the horizon, and then there are a bunch of other things, like commissions-wise, that are coming up. So that's all coming up. That's all my announcements for right now. I'm going to go ahead and update the title, because now it's almost time for the concept behind today's stream. Hold on, let me make sure I've got this right. Historically accurate forces and reward wheel. Yes. So, we're going to be going into battle with historically accurate F4Cs into combat. So we're going to be taking the fuel tank, the Sidewinders, official Slice Discord, soon-ish. Autism to yet another Discord server. Oh, dude, you're going to have to beat my autism there. So, we've got the Sparrow missiles. We've got the Sidewinder missiles. We've got the fuel tank. We've got no gun. We're going to go into battle with historically accurate F4C Phantoms, and we need to get 1 kill. If we can get 1 kill, then we will upgrade to a better loadout. But with great power comes great responsibility. Shush bomb. Nah, this one's mostly just to facilitate my own space. I'm not leaving the guild. I'm staying in the guild. I'm a permanent. Okay, if I Q snipe you, I'd prefer if you didn't, to be perfectly honest, but I appreciate you asking first. Thank you for doing that. My brain has already died. Just to cut down F4J with no guns, we shall declare independence. Shush bomb. Down F4J with no guns. I mean, yeah, we're doing no guns to start. And then, with great power comes great responsibility. So for the punishment wheel, we will get a bunch of different loadouts. We could get different combat loads, ranging from... Let's say the default air combat load is going to be this. The missiles, I'll replace the fuel tank with a gun pod, And then I'm also going to be adding on some Zuni rockets for makeshift flares for protection. So we'll have some sort of defense against those. I'm starting off without them because it's going to be very interesting. If we get the full air combat, but whenever, actually that's right, whenever we go to the default air combat load, then the requirement goes up to 2 kills. If we go to the full air combat load, we get 2 gun pods, but then we have to make 3 kills or spin. Alternatively, we can get the bomb requirements. Oh, almost forgot about that one. There is also a higher level punishment, or reward rather, where I get the full combat load, but I have to get at least 1 kill with guns. So I'm gonna have to get close enough for missile. I'm gonna have to... Too close for missiles, sticking to guns is gonna be at least one of those whenever that's redeemed. Or whenever it comes up. As for bombs, we also have the 750s, where I have to go in and take out at least 1 bomb base with all these 750-pound bombs. I don't actually know how many it's going to take. I'm probably going to dump way more than I actually have to. But I'm going to give it a shot. And the other option for the other small section of the wheel is I got to stick to the 1K bombs and take out 2 bomb targets with a metric ton of ordnance. So we are going to play ball because we have a lot of options today. So with great power, the theme of today is with great power comes great responsibility, and we're going to see if I can get to the other loadouts, because this is how I want to try exploring the this is the New Year New Stream part. I want to see if whenever I get a new vehicle, I want to explore all of its capabilities. That way I get a sense of what other things I could do with it. So the reward wheel streams are going to be a way that I can explore the capabilities of an aircraft, especially with multi-role abilities, and still make it interesting. So, without further ado, I think it's time to go fight somebody. So let's go ahead and play. I'm going to do this. There it is. I like that. I like that better. I'm changing some things. There we go. Boom. Hell yeah. All right. So now it's time for the F4 Phantom. Let's go do some historical smacking. Modeling some announcement screens before you pass out. Nice. All right. Looks like we are in an up tier, but that's fine. I have sparrows. I am comfortable. I think. Colonel Old's called. He wants his victories back. Time to nose up. I like this thing has such a really, really high... really, really high setup. Kestrel, let me believe. All right. Time for historically accurate F4C into the first match. I did some practice with the aiming in the test range, so I'm not entirely new to the sparrows. I don't have countermeasures, so this is going to be interesting. But we are going to play ball. Wow, the extra tank gives me like 9 minutes of extra gas at best. They were not kidding when they said this thing guzzles JP4. Let's see. All right. And now I've got a nice clear picture of the sky. Let's go. Something I want to try and replicate at some point on this stream is, has no flares but climbs anyways? Yep. We're gonna see how this goes. Actually, you know what? You're probably right. I'm gonna stay low. And I'm just gonna do pop-up shots with the sparrows. So we're gonna stay low, stick to the ground, and do a pop-up. I'm not completely dumb. Yeah, I'm not dumb either. I'm just ballsy as shit. I just make stupid choices because style points. And so now we're going to go ahead and do a tunnel run. Say. There's a 0.81 KD. Nice. Nice. Hey, sometimes the ballsy decisions. And we've got 2 people who have already crashed. We've lost an F5 and a tornado IDS. This is, it's going to be a fun time. I want to keep my radar off and just terrain mask so that way I can keep it on and still do, like, pop-up shots. It'll be fine, trust me. I don't trust that. Famous last words. Oh! I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. Oh well. Pull up. And low. The snail believes in me? I hope it does. I hope the snail believes in me. Alright, F4EJ, J7D, Mirage, F5. Seen a lot of things that I don't think have radar-guided missiles. That gives me some faith. The F4EJ does. But 23mm Gish 23 is so hard to aim. Yeah, it can be. I have a MiG-21 PFM. It's not the easiest thing to work with. All right. Almost out of gas for the external tank. What I get for running the hard flank here. My team's probably like, what the heck is this guy doing? And that's a third one of our crash. Third one of our guys. Oh, it auto ejects. Nice. All right, that's a close MiG-21. We're gonna pop up over the hillside here and get an angle on him if we can. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Spare away. Probably not the best choice of weapon. Oh shit. All right. Oh God. Yep. Too many buttons. I'm trying to switch between missiles at the same time. I probably should have just gone with the, Okay, no. Nope, Gaijin, no. Absolutely not. Don't do that. All right, but we did fail the punishment wheel for that one. Or no, we didn't get the 1 kill. So we will not be I had a lot of buttons. I was trying to use radar guidance while charging 2 others. It was just a strategically bad decision to make. So that one's on me. So we're going to go ahead and kick off with the next. We're going to go charge in and try and get another. How do I exit my layout manager? Hold up. Oh, balls. All right. Oh, well. I will deal with that. Not now. You have a numpad? I didn't think you could prep 2 missiles. Yeah, I can use left shift by default to select between them. And actually, because of that, I'm going to start off with the AIM-7Ds picked. Takeoff flaps dropped. Let's get this big lug up and running. Use your numpad to control your radar. Pretty good idea. Oh, nope. My gear were already up. Did I bring my gear up without realizing it? Huh. All right. Time to play ball. Milan. I would use my numpad, but that would require the use of my right hand, and my right hand's on my mouse, so no. This time, we're going to go ahead and start with the... But now I'm starting to understand why the pilot... Do you actually think when you play this game, you go off of instinct? I mean, I go off of instinct. But that's just because of 10 years of instinct. 10 years of playing this game has honed certain instincts. That might not be great for my survival. So let's see if we can... I'm going to turn off the radar for right now. And turn it on more as we get closer. Play stealth. Your head is an empty mass when you play War Thunder? Honestly, fair. Based. Alright, let's crank it back in because people are starting to show up. Actually, let's cut back inside a little bit and go for the people who've gotten a little uppity. So you know what? Hold. No, negative. Okay. Let's see, who do we got here? And who's gonna be my first victim? So when I do the aim 7 shot, I'm probably going to have to immediate switch. Our controls are gonna get harder. Oh, I know. That's probably why I'm never gonna play top tier. That will be a nightmare. Hold up, I see these guys. I love getting the G-suit upgrade in the pilot. That's kind of nice. Alright, so we're going to close on this Su-25 that's being chased by another Su-25. There's also a Chinese Super Saber, neither of which have chaff. Well, no, the Su-25 might have chaff. The Super Saber definitely doesn't. For the Eurofighter, nice. Good luck. 07. Alright, there's the F-100 charging in behind the Su-25. No, he's stealing the bomb target off his Su-25 friendly. That's mean. Alright. Missile away. Negative. What? No hit? Alright. You know what? Hold up. Nope. Not a good shot, so we are going to pull up and turn around. Alright. Didn't get a base bomber because I like to fight. Alright, unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to get a look-down angle. Help this guy, but... No, that was stupid. Man, those times when I wish I had a gun. Did I lock onto his chaff? We're gonna do phantom things. Alright, cut throttle. Come back downstairs to clear the treetops. We're gonna cut underneath. He's trying to dogfight and he's gonna beat me in that regard. I'm not staying slow. I'm going to accelerate away. F4 radars do have look down? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Now, how's that SU-25 doing? Because it looks like he is not doing great. Slave the radar to bore sight, and we are just going to come back around on this dude. 4J does, but not the F4C. Okay. Missile away! Please hit him! Oh my goodness. This guy has too many flares. I'm starting to see that the, I think the one kill was a good way to start, because these missiles are not happy. That said, I'm probably better in a chase in a pursuit position. So we're going to screaming down. Missile away. Will that one track? Mother. Damn. All right. He might be out of flares, though, because he just tried to straight up dodge that one rather than use flares. So we're going to cycle back around and try another Sidewinder shot. Gotta give him some motivation. Exactly. Cut the afterburners. Wait until... Ooh! Yup! There's the one kill! Let's go! And that was the last one of the game! Heck yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Boom! Honestly, I think this was a much-needed experience. Because I'm learning the strengths and weaknesses of missiles by being solely reliant on them. I've never actually had to properly learn how to use missiles because I always had guns as a fallback. But now that this is the only option, it's really, really good. Now that I've only got the choice of missiles, I actually have to learn how to use them. But because we succeeded, we're now going to go ahead and spin the reward wheel. And of course I closed the tab like an absolute genius. So we are going to pull up the wheel and spin the wheel. What fun times are we going to have? Default loadout, and we have to get 2 kills. So, go ahead, grab that, grab this, and now we have flares, if we want to. And I can be a little more aggressive because I can have a gun. It's so tripping hearing you talk about War Thunder when just coming from the Curse files and just research and numbers. Yeah. And here I'm just talking about skill. Or lack thereof in my case. But yeah. And I appreciate you watching the Corrupted Intel files. That's I try to put my back into that one. I don't always get everything right, and I acknowledge that, but I try to do look-based matchmaking. Oh, luck-based matchmaking. A tank full of gas? I do. Wait. Air targets. There we go. Full tank of gas. Oh yeah, I take a full tank of gas even without the drop pod. I don't use it to make me lighter. I need all the gas I can get. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I have a ballistic computer in this thing. Imagine I just nail somebody with a rocket while they're on a low pass. That'd be hilarious. Boom. Oh, nope, chill. I just smacked my mouse across the desk and almost threw myself into the grass. That would have been bad. Gear up. Boom. Just in time. All right, time to play ball. Alt, Control X. And we're going to use that to pretty much hide the radar, because there isn't a whole lot of point in having the radar on and search. I mean, you can use it to track people, but I can do that visually anyways. And by the time I'm able to shoot them, I'm pretty much within visual range, so don't really see the reason. So I'm just going to keep it in air combat, in ACM mode, and in air combat mode, and just lock on whenever I need to. Flip it on and off to reset the lock. Sounds like a sound strategy to me. So let's go ahead and slap down 2 more people. See what we got. Because now we have a gun. And that's going to be scary. Stay a little low here. But now I can actually afford to head on people. Kind of. Gatling gun go burr. And there's a crashed Harrier. Good. Good. Radar in the MiG-21, nor did you watch you F5 because they only have IR missiles. All right. Not using your radar in your MiG-21, nor did I, which cause your with your F5 because they only have IR missiles. Yeah, I only use the radar doesn't make sense to use in the F5. It has it, but it doesn't really matter. And I've got my radar intercept to tell me where people are, and I've also got the visual to tell me where people are, because I mean it does about the same job. Using radar as an art form, and you do need to learn the launch envelope for the AIM-7F. Yeah, that probably would help. I'm learning that the launch envelope for the AIM-7s here, the E versions, is about 5 kilometers, which is, again, only... Oh, hold up. Nope. Negative. Absolutely not. Dealing with that. All right. No. Bad J7. Is there a missile launch somewhere? I don't like the sound of that. But it's a dogfight. Oh! That's a crit! Nope. All right. This is not where I should be. Oh, no. Nope. And unfortunately, I got enveloped in about 3 different people, but I got one of them, which is kind of impressive. Yeah, gun definitely helps, but I should have been paying more attention to my spatial awareness and positioning. Okay, so we got the 1, but that was not enough. We had to get 2. So we are back down to historically accurate F4. No guns, no flares, just missile. Reject gun, return to missile. Return to technology. Time to act like I'm a politician in the Vietnam War. Good lord. All right. Player when they play props again. Average top tier player when they play props again. All right. You've done it? Oh no. Or, oh yes, which one? What have you done? You've made the wall of screens update. Oh no. Wall of screen. But yes, the Phantom does best as a pursuit fighter, it would seem. That's an A10. Those are AIM-9Ls. You got a new Xbox? Ooh, very nice. I'm just... And... Major upgrade from my decade-old one. Ooh. Nice. That's very good. Congrats on the upgrade. Oh, this actually reminds me. Operation Sageburner was an operation in which the U.S. military, the U.S. Navy, tried getting managed to get the Phantom to go 900 miles an hour without ever breaching with his maximum altitude during the entire flight for setting this low altitude speed record being 125 feet. This is what peak performance looks like, chat. This is what peak performance looks like. Actually, not even that, because I'm not even close to the record. It was 903. I'm at 785. And I'm already breaking 125 feet because I'm moving so fast, the lift generated by my plane at a slight nose-down angle is causing me to gain altitude. Boom. Now you have to update your strategy with spawning with your teammates instead of a minute behind them. You can no longer use your team as shields. Imagine that. No more meat wall tactics. Switching to aim 7s. I am cutting it low. Low over the water. Holding down the Mach point. Alright, I almost forgot. Gotta change the radar settings so people don't find me. This man's out here using meat wall tactics and I'm trying to play stealth in an F4 Phantom. And looks like I've got a MiG-21 coming straight at me. So, radar on. Missile seek. Okay, nope, not gonna work. Not happening. Radar off. At the very least, I need to get some distance before I try engaging him again. Alright, we're gonna crank a high yo-yo and come around up. There was a missile shot at me? By who? Probably the Harrier. It's an A-10 upstairs. Did that MiG-21 crash, or did he just go somewhere else? I don't know what that is. That was a missile I just tracked. Interesting. This thing can track missiles better than actual planes. No, you dumbass. I want you to lock this guy. Come on. Need you to get clear. Great. Not getting this shot. I'm clearing the position. Too much coming in. Not going to work. What's the range of my radar's ACM? I don't know, actually. Actually, hold up. I think I have a bigger range in search mode. Nah, hell with it. Switching to Sidewinders. Missile away. Oh, now you want a radar lock. Absolute dingus. Ooh. Oh, the ACM mode on the radar has a range of only 9 kilometers. Interesting. That's interesting because see, you're doing the classic 4 Vulcan. Yes. Gun meme. Gatling, if gun don't work, use more gun. Correct. Okay. Yeah, no, these missiles do not like to lock onto things. Alright, so we have exactly 1 Mirage. Well, one of the F-14 while being mobbed. That's rough. So. Let's see, what was I thinking? My train of thought's gone. I just need, my brain's like, I only missile. To be fair, though, the range of the ACM radar is probably 9 kilometers in clear conditions. I am not what I would call in clear conditions. Alright, I'm chasing down the runway now. Just a reminder, don't do that. That's not how that works. Oh my god, lock! Why did you lock the friendly? God, this thing's radar sucks! Never mind, he got nailed by an R-13. So now where's the last guy? He's probably at the runway. Because there's one more. He's got some bomb points. Now, well aware of how dry your lips are. Oh no. I am not. Starting to think we need do I need to get chapstick as like a merch item? Imagine just like Slicer Hacks brand chapstick. Alright, so this guy's in space. Looks like a job for me. We've got the interceptor, and we've got a full load of missiles. I have not used them this whole time. I'm gonna use them on this guy. I do not care. A10 flavored? A10. Can you imagine A10 flavored chapstick? That would be hilarious. My lips go burr. Is what the... Oh, God, I don't like that. I don't like the way that sounds. Jesus. All right. And the game's over. Damn. Crap, I keep my lips moist. Shut up, Bob. Damn. No kill today. So we go straight back in with the same load. We gotta find these angles. Maybe I need to get more aggressive instead of trying to stand off and use... Instead of standing... Say we're pretty autistic. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm starting to think I need to be less cautious about using my missiles because I'm not getting close enough for things to work. I'm trying to stick to single engagements, which is great, and I'm considering my position. Yeah, no, the AIM-7 doesn't do well at close range, but the AIM-7 isn't doing well, period. So I'm starting to think I need to rely more on the Sidewinders, which requires me to get right behind somebody. The problem is, the AIM-7 sucks at close range, but my radar also won't lock them. I'm starting to understand why the AIM-7 was basically useless on the deck. We're gonna already pre-select the AIM-7D. Love the F4 with lookup radars. They're honestly some of the worst radars I've used. Oh, dude, I'm learning that now. But that's the early model F4s for you. Now we understand why... Yes, please send me a picture. Now we understand why Vietnam-era fighters had so much trouble with getting their missiles to work down on the deck, because the radars just are not cooperating. All right, don't hit the water. I got within 30 feet. I got within 30 feet of the water. Let's do it again. Yep, Mach on the deck. Slight nose down. Nope. Easy. Oh my god, that was 16 feet! That was 16 feet! 16 feet off the water! Ho ho ho! That's what peak performance looks like! Ooh! F1 from a 90-kilometer pulse Doppler radar, the F4EJ with a radar so bad turning it on flashbangs you from all the ground cover, nearly cried. Yeah, it's gonna be an upgrade when I get past this thing. Does the F4E have lookup radar? So fast on the ground, I got negative feet. Can you imagine just the altimeter just phasing through the planet's crust and just looking at your altimeter? Like, that's not supposed to do that. Ooh. The F4 is definitely more of a daredevil plane. I can see why the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels always used it. It's a damn shame they had to phase it out in '74 because of gas prices. All right. So let's see, what are we up against? Flight down Main Street. Ooh, barely cleared that antenna. Kind of. Under the bridge? Shall we? Tunnel run! Right. Where's the tunnel? Secret tunnel! Oh! Would you look at that? Missile away! I'm being radar locked. At least I was. Switching to sidewinders. Missile away! Went behind the hill. Cheeky bugger. Cutting afterburner. Missile away! Dodge that, buddy! Didn't think so! And that's my kill for the match. Let's go! Who else is here? Okay, those are all AIs. That one's not, though. That's a Lazar M, and I'm not about that. I also see an Su-25 coming in. Oh, lovely. No thanks. Yep. Interesting. What did it hit me with? An R-60M? It's got that kind of range? Jeez. When you get to hell, tell the devil that Slice sent you, and then apologize for the inconvenience. But we got our kill, so we get to spin the wheel. Oh, I almost forgot. I don't know why I forgot to mention this, but there are redeems available. So if you want to see me fly with a certain loadout, you can redeem that using channel points in chat. That is an option. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the wheel. And we're going to spin unless somebody else gets there first. full combat load, 3 frags. This is about to get excessive. Enjoy the screen walls. Hold up. I need to see this. Oh. That's a clever idea. I like that. It's actually really cool. Even the text is 3D. Oh my goodness. That's nuts. Can I pull this up on stream real quick? That's cool. I want to show that real quick. Yes. All right. I'm pulling this up. Hold up. They have transparency? Okay. Okay. Hold. Full stop. Full pause. Add source. Browse. Pictures. Where did I put it? There. This is Crumb's new schedule setup. He 3D modeled this. That's friggin' cool. Behold the screen walls indeed. Damn. That's nice. Yeah, so guys, Crumb 3D models stuff, and this is one of those things. He 3D models his own tabletop game. Like, this thing, that's kind of neat. That is very nice. Made 3D models, 'tis how it goes. Indeed. Damn. Looks good indeed. Damn. I like it. So we're going to go ahead and... now that I've seen that schedule, I'm going to go ahead and schedule the demise of my enemies. What in the hellfire shit did you just put in my chat? I can tell, but like... What? Huh? That's the wonkiest Shrek in existence. I know, right? You gotta update YouTube outro to use them? Ooh. That's an interesting concept, putting your stream schedule in your YouTube outros. That makes sense. I just never thought of it. Alright. Time to go blow people up. Shrek squared. Oh my goodness. Gear up, flaps up. I'm gonna take my hands off the throttle real quick. Dot matrix looking Shrek. I know, right? There we go. All right, I will put that together later, but I have taken a little screenshot of that. No, the audio didn't die because I used the snipping tool and it paused my computer. Who just fired a missile? Somebody on my team just fired a missile. I don't know who, and I don't like it. Oh my goodness, more cursed dot art? Haha. Blue Mel as well. Ooh, interesting. I want to take a picture of that, but I'm gonna have to do that later because I do not want to have my game pause while I'm diving towards the water. Interesting. Yeah, no, this thing slides in the corners. Thank you. I'm gonna take like a little screenshot snippet of that, and when I probably turn this into a video, I'm gonna have those up there. Don't get looked down radar on the U.S. Air Force fandoms like the F-4E and F-4C, but the U.S. Navy and UK FAA, FJ, F-4Js, F-4S, they do get them. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just do a Stuka maneuver. Yeah, just... Sweet. Crumb, you use light mode on your Twitch? Are you insane? Holy crap! Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fair. It helps. Okay, that'll do it. But I was about to say, I saw the white background and I was like, who? I was about to be like, wait, what? There's a dark... Ninja, don't tell me you're using light mode on Twitch. There's a dark mode, yes. Oh, no. And on this day in history, I find out that some of my viewers use light mode on Twitch. Oh, no. Resetting it on you, you ended up just not caring that much anymore? Oh, wow. You do be using light mode? You madman. All right. We are getting ready to get into position. I'm going to have my radar off for right now. I'm going to... An E. Okay, no. No dice. Why was my afterburner off? I've been holding the damn thing down. All right, he's gone. Somebody took a pop shot at him. On, let me get a radar lock, please. I know you can. Give me that tasty radar shot, I swear. Ah, too much terrain clutter. Switching to Sidewinders. No. Missile away. He saw that coming. Get me. Missile away. Dodge this, genius. Please follow through. Please get there in time. He just went low. Yep. Oh, my lord. Concerned about that other guy coming around on me. Oh, no. It's flaring. God. All right, now we're getting close enough for these. All right, come on. Give me that tasty shot. Nope. Sugar bits. Had to take the shot because I've got this guy coming at me. Nope. Oh, we're still alive. We're still in this. Never mind. We're not still in this. Where did the entire enemy team come from? Oh, my team died. That's why. Damn. Even boats? Actually, it wasn't even just people in general. It was just, yes, thank you. It was also, it wasn't just there was only one person who managed to get the radars on the boats, and that was Admiral Ching Li. He basically got into the Bureau of, he was basically just cutting red tape through the Bureau of Ordnance, stopping them to get them on there. It was literally just bureaucrats just being stupid. Yeah, he made his own stamp too. Oh, I got a new upgrade. Ooh. Upgrades. All right, but we did not get three kills because everybody kind of died on us. So we're back to historically accurate loadout. Is that the Soy Wojak? Sci-fi game that has the same combat as War Thunder? That would be really interesting. Actually, that would be really interesting. All right, back in with the historical accuracy. Back to Operation Bolo we go. Time to Colonel Olds this. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? What do you mean, ooh? What's ooh? You have an idea? A sci-fi game with Russian bias would be interesting. It'd have to be made by Gaijin. Battletech with the component damage system of War Thunder. I don't know what Battletech is. I would need to play Battletech. All right. Take off flaps. Gear up. Flaps up. This guy's basically asking to get shot down. We're gonna go to sleep now? All right, good night, Kestrel. Sleep well. Later at some point, I'll run an Alpha Strike game. Oh boy, I've got Tabletop Sim. My friend group uses it for, my IRL friend group uses it for D&D. That's an AJ-37 Yak Vegan. We're not fighting the Vegans this time. Let's go. All right. It's very interesting how the radar-guided missiles on the Phantoms can only really be used. Also have medically prescribed. Why do we need to know that? All right. Going to charge on in and slap somebody down. I hope. Medicated ADHD. You medicate with the flat of energy drinks in your trunk. Oh no. That doesn't sound good. That don't sound good. I don't like the sound of that. Jesus, exactly. Headaches and breathing issues. Oh my goodness. Ha! You have a limit you drink. That's okay, that's fair. You do. Oh, 2 at most. Yeah, that sounds better. The amount of caffeine I'm consuming today is going to be very unhealthy, though, primarily because I need to get a video done, and I haven't even finished writing the script. This exact plane, actually. You require the other... Oh, no. He requires the forbidden energy. Crumb requires the power, requires that voodoo magic. I don't like the sound of that. He dabbles in the chemical equivalent of black magic. The climbing to space and the MiG, then launching the IRS with 3 kilometers is a good strat with R60. Oh god, don't even get me started on the M6 on the R60s. But I will be using those eventually. Oh. Oh no. I don't like this. I'm gonna charge the F5. No! Yeah, oh, he used a Python 3. I forgot that's the you can't play with the TIE F3s. I mean F5s. Those TIE F5s do not play around. That was my bad. Damn. He just creamed me across the sky. Is that the German F4? No, that was the TIE F5. They get Israeli Python 3 missiles. Holy smacked me. I'm sorry, what? The thing that shot me down? No, that was a TIE F5. I took him head on and he hit me with a Python. It was an F5E FCU, which is now found in the... Might want to check on that? I will. Killfee said F5. The guy I was charging was an F5. It's a squadron vehicle? Yeah, no. I feel like now that I actually have the vehicle fully kitted out, I'm not getting into nearly as many down tiers kind of scary. There for a while. Oh, okay. That said, the Thai branch does have. I mean, the Japanese now do have the Taiwanese vehicles. No, the Thailand vehicles. Did I really just mix those two up? God damn it! Bollocks. All right. Flaps up, gear up. Let's party. All of Japan's top tier jets are ground out, excluding the Thai F-16 and the F-4. Battletech, Aerotech thing, just get all the Intersphere versus Clan Aerotech so people can see just how ridiculous the entire universe is. At this point, I am flying escort for this tornado if I can actually keep up with him. Because I think he's outrunning me. Damn. House Kurita has UFO wing AS fighters that have a tendency to randomly spin and fall out of the sky. Yeah, sounds like a plane with no lateral stability. Radar off. AIM-7D's armed. AIM-7D's nuts! Anyway, I'll stop now. If nothing else, it is incredibly fun to treetop fly in the F4. Why do you smell burnt? What the? Sounds like a. That sounds like a. You should get that looked at. Oh no. Now I'm in a bad position. I have no cannon. Oh, and of course. Yep, leave it to the Lazarum. Those are 60s. Damn. I really need to stop charging in ahead of my team. Unfortunately, in this plane, you really gotta play a supporter. Trying to charge in and take fights by myself, and it's not working. I need to re-strategize. So no wheel spin. Unless somebody wants to redeem a condition. Perfume cologne used in Old Spice? Ah, interesting. Interesting. Actually, speaking of allergies, no, I found out yesterday that my dad apparently developed an allergy to shrimp out of nowhere. Which kind of sucked because, one of my family members, because I was home with the family for New Year's, for yesterday, one of my family members basically helped out with, driving around for deliveries for a friend's family's, Chinese food restaurant. And so we ended up getting free Chinese food for New Year's Eve, which was nice. And I was looking at the thing of like this like carton of rice that we got. And I was like, oh, there's shrimp in there. And my mom comes up behind me and she says, yeah, your dad can't have it, he's allergic. I was like, since when? All right. Here we go. Gear up. Flaps up. Worst thing is when you realize you're allergic mid-bite. Yeah, he found that out by eating shrimp. So, I can imagine. Look at that with soy. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna find out probably either I'm going to be allergic. I found out this match that last match that I'm allergic to R60 MKs. They just freaking kill me. I'm gonna see if I can make somebody allergic to an AIM-9S or an AIM-9E. Honestly, I think I should swap to primary selection of the AIM-9Es. I do not think I will be using them. All right. All right. Cycling behind the team here. I'm going to play last line of support. Canadian Armed Forces in the cafeteria eating absent-mindedly when one of your bunkmates looks over at you and says, "Isn't that a soybean?" I looked down and simply stated, "Well, I'm going to have an interesting fucking afternoon." Oh, no! Yeah, an interesting afternoon. My brain can't even finish the sentence because I saw a J7D and got distracted. I'm gonna go feed him one of these. Close enough that his flares won't matter. Nope, no dice. Oh, okay, that was close. Almost ate a friendly missile. Oh, that's an F5. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Nope. Bullshit. And I've been slapped. Damn, that F5 came screaming in. Wow. Historically accurate F4s were not good at all. Man. Then again, I'm also charging into the battle like a moron, so maybe I should stop doing that. Whew. You're good. You're good. Talk about it. Look, you are improving the living situation of somebody. I do not mind that conversation. And also, I'm just like casually reading. It's not that I'm not reading it because of all the conversation. I'm just I'm trying to lock in and not doing a good job. I'm starting to think maybe I should have added a gun to my default loadout. But this is good. This is the point of the of trying things on hard mode first. You learn what you need and what you don't need, and what's gonna work and what doesn't. Starting to think maybe I shouldn't even bring the radar. Actually, no. The radar-guided missiles have been helpful. It's just I'm impressed they can lock onto chaff. I mean, that makes sense. I'm impressed they can lock onto flares. Hello, F6 Lightning. I was your replacement. Hello, predecessor. Be a shame if you gotta be replaced. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna shoot him down. That'd be funny, kind of. Not really. Nah, it'd just be mean. Heard you talking shit. All right. All right, all right. Time to take old Smokey and show these guys what's good. Only you can prevent missile fires. On my garbage. All right. Alt. Left Control S. Weapons selection on. AIM-9Es selected. Charging in. It's a MiG-21. I'm swinging. Oh, there's a MiG-19 here. And he's going to go in after the lightning. Act like I have the guns when I don't. I'm going to stick with the lightning. Oh no. That AV-8 sees me, and I don't like that. I'm gonna do what the Phantom does best, and that is run, because I know he can't break the I know he can't break the sound barrier without losing his mind. Yep, he's leaving. He knows better. Nope. He tried, but that wasn't gonna work very well. Missile evasion. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. All right, I think it is time to turn around and start getting some missile locks here. If you're Canadian, buy at Walmart. If you're American, you can buy those at Walmart too. That's where I got mine. At least, that's where I got my shaving gear. I do not like that MiG-19 is behind me. Well, I'm leaving. I know he doesn't have radar-guided missiles, so he's not catching me. Oh, he did fire a missile at me, and I just straight up outran it. I just realized I never dropped my external tank. That's fine. It's going to run out soon. Nice thing about flat ground is I have less radar returns to worry about. Tank away. Would like to lock this Harrier, please. Or not. All right, he's gone. If I had a gun... I don't like that I'm charging into that many enemies. I'm leaving. Fly back towards my team and do an about-face before this MiG-21 comes and gets me. Enter a notching position. Alright, we are not doing very hot right now, guys. It does not look like our team is having a good day. Firing missile on the MiG-21. I don't know if that missile's even going to reach him. It might. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Only I had a cannon. Oh my goodness. If only I had a cannon is the story of this match right now. That's 3 separate instances where I could have shot somebody if I had a gun. All right. Missile away. No, absolutely not. Oh no, that didn't work. If anything, that missile probably serves as a decoy. Changing missile. Back to Sidewinders. Oh no, that guy's just falling. Am I the only one left? No, there's the lightning back there. He's just running ground. Crap. Yeah, Yeet's still trying to catch me. I don't know where the MiG-21 went. Alright. Now they're turning around, switching back to Sparrows. Let's give this a shot. Where is that Ait? Search radar? There it is. Oh, great. Not working. Too close. Maybe I could get a lock on you. No, I will not. But I'm gonna act like I can. Whew. Alright, this is getting a little ridiculous. I'm gonna switch back to Sidewinders because we know at that point this does not work. I'm gonna outrun them and make an egress back to base with the lightning because it's gonna be better if we stick together. So I'm leaving because I know that Sagittario 2 does not have the ability to go supersonic. He cannot catch me past the Mach. So we're just gonna charge. Neither one of them can actually catch me past the catch me past the Mach point. So we are going to egress because they appear to be the only ones left, with the exception of probably that MiG-21, so that's going to be an issue. I have 20 minutes of gas, 5 missiles. Hell with it. Time to gain some altitude. Try for the AIM-7s first. Nope. I know better than to engage you in a dogfight. As long as this guy's... I'm gonna have to retreat to the runway. I simply do not have the combat ability to beat this guy when he gets close, because my radar doesn't work. I can't shoot him from far away. My missiles are not tracking. I'm gonna have to rely on runway AA, and that kind of sucks, because I don't like that tactic. I'm also burning through a lot of gas. Now, I know what your game is. I give you something else to think about. Drag you away from the cover of your mountain terrain. That's what I thought, pal. And now it's game on. Can I please radar lock you? Oh my god! Get him, Lightning! Get him! Get a maneuver kill? Maybe? Boxing him in near the runway makes him slightly more dangerous. Ooh. Did he just turn around to go for the lightning? Oh no. Nope. Stop that. All right, we're still alive, but we are hit hard. And he got the lightning. That's lovely, because now I'm going to have to land. Okay, you can stop that, sir. If that's an R3R, I swear to God. I think it is. I think it was an R3R. It was an R3S, never mind. Damn. Yeah, unfortunately with the wing hit, I could not move. Yeah, I'll throw the GG down for that one, because that one was pretty good. That Sagittario knew exactly what he was doing. Oh, man. That match had so many opportunities to go better, but I did not have a go. I am beginning... This is just like... Historical recreation really does suck. Man. All right. So what do you think, guys? Should we change up the wheel just a little bit, change up the game, and add a gun to the center line? Would you like to see me have a gun on centerline instead of trying to force historical recreation the entire time? Because then I'd have to modify things. 2 frags with 1 gun. 2 frags, 1 gun. Oh boy. Well, then there's the answer. Bullet. I'm hearing bullet from bomb. So before we go in, should I edit the default loadout? I'm thinking I should. Let's change gears. Edit. Replace you with you. Cool. So we're going to go ahead with full combat load for this run. But for our default, we are going to have a Gatling gun pod. So we are moving forward in the timeline from 1966 to 1968. Let's go. Let's make the adjustment. Adapt the battle plans. Only took 2 years for a gun pod? Yes. I don't know when when did the Vietnam Air War start? Was it like 1965 or 1966? I know that 1967 was Operation Bolo. 1968 was the release of the Alt Report and the Red Baron study, which then released the gun pod when in either 68 or 69. The Vietnam War, the technology in Vietnam evolved a lot faster than I thought, and I think a lot of people think, and doing the research for the F4 video coming soon really helped me figure that out. Like, it's very impressive how quickly the US military adapted to the terrible circumstances in the war, relatively speaking, to how long it was. All right. Interesting. So double tapping Shift S shifts the sight mode. I'm currently equipped to selected the AIM 9E Sidewinders. Excellent. Turning off the radar, staying low, and preparing to fight. Actually, because I have these things as flares, I could, in theory, try going a little higher. Would actually make my radar useful. Nice. Ooh, this thing's very responsive at about 560 miles an hour. The 50 cal is 104 years old this year? Yeah, it is. I'm hearing a radar lock up front, and I'm not sure who. I don't like that, so I'm gonna dive. Or is it a friendly? Who the fuck is locking me, and why are they so close? RWR likes to scream? Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. Is it the ground? I think it might be. Oh no, I don't like that. Nope. Disengaging, going to the side. Considering position here. That MiG-21's closing. The minute he does, he's going to hit me with the R60 MKs, and I'm not about that. Actually, I'm going to start notching it now. Bullshit! They didn't do anything! That was stupid. Just got singled out. Okay. Okay. Back to default load. But this time, we have a gun, and we're going to see if that makes things any better. See if we can get some more spins on the wheel. So let's play ball. We now have a gun, so we're going to still play like we're using missiles, but we're going to use the gun as a backup. Honestly, unfortunately, I think having the Zuni rockets makes things more complicated. Because it's another item I have to go through the selector switch for. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and get the let's get the historical load, quote unquote, now, because we have a gun. Well, technically it is historical past 1968. Oh, and the gun, now I get put in all the big guns. F4EJ80TW, the Kurnas. Yeah, the guy should stop playing games. It's like, you want to get serious? Okay, so will I. Gear up. Flaps raised. All right, here we go. Stay low. Radar warning, I need you to shut up. Shutting off the radar for right now. It is not helpful. F4EJ, Kurnas, and then there's me just being slow as balls, being outrun by all the more advanced F4 Phantoms. Boom. That poor tree probably just got flattened. Boom. Those low flying passes at the speed of sound, love it. All right, that was actually pretty scary. Just flew through a cloud at 100 feet tops. I was there, there was gonna be like a hill on the other side. I was gonna have to just yeet back on the stick and just not make it. Speaking of yeeting back on the stick, I don't like that area either. Drop back down here. Just gonna follow the other planes. If I can see them, it means there's a path to them. Okay, there we go. All right. Man, visual terrain following. Suddenly I understand why they invented the lantern pods for the F-15s. Doing this with your eyes in the cloud cover is nuts. I feel crazy for even trying this. Why are there so many clouds here? Okay, hold up. Oh, why did you fire at that? What are you even doing? All right, that was stupid as balls. Okay, that's a friendly I'm hearing. The hell are you tracking? My tracking for everything is just going wonky. Jeez Louise. Miss LeWait. Nope, too many friendlies. Holy crap. That was a hit. I can't believe I got a hit in that mess. Oh my lord, too many things. Way too many things. Okay, I got a kill assist on the 25. That's something. Holy McNuggets. Yeah, they're picking me out because I have... Su-25 seems down. That's a missile. I don't like that. Well, looks like I'm playing bait. That was a furball! Holy crap! What's over there? I don't know, but I'm gonna shoot it. No, that's a friendly AI. Never mind. Better not shoot that. Oh, hey, a tornado. Still haven't gotten our kill yet. We got an assist, but not a kill. These sparrows, they're not great. Aim 7D. Switching to the sparrows. All right, everybody's chasing this tornado. He is not the only guy left alive. There are others. Question is where? I'm also not catching him, so I'm going to pull off and go swing around by where my other teammates are. Maybe get some ground points on the board just so I get something. Grinding the event Kafir? There's an event Kafir? I had no idea. To ignore that. Oh, hey, there's an F4 Phantom. I don't know what it is I'm tracking down there, but I'm gonna shoot it. Did I track a frickin' cloud? Did I just fire at a cloud? No, I think I'm firing a leftover flare. The hell? What even is that? All right, this don't make sense. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm going cyber psycho. Guys, help! What, you want help from other cyber psychos? You serious right now? Well, not anymore, because everyone's dead. Ah, man, this is nuts. Ooh, I really need to understand what possessed Gaijin to put this thing at 10-3. It can't do jack. Ah. We have an ad break coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and roll them, and I'm going to take a 3-minute break real quick. So I will see you guys in a bit. All right, we're back. I'm here, and I'm just unwrapping a loaf of bread and some salami to have as a snack, because I'm hungry. And it is definitely energy consuming to have to put up with this Phantom's BS. Ha ha! Holy McEmeralds. Alright. So let's see. Phantom with gun. And we'll go in and do it. Time to play ball. And by ball, I mean missile. Radar off for now. Sidewinders on. Weapon selection on. Gear up. Flaps up. Time to play. I'm also putting music in an ear and seeing if that helps. Gonna let my team take point. Alrighty, now let's play. Let's see how this goes. Time to run somebody down. And I hope that somebody isn't me. Am I the only one who really likes the shape of the F4's, like, vertical tail? They made it really short because they were worried about carrier space on the deck. They straight up made the tail short and stubby because this thing was too frickin' tall. I mean, it is a thrust brick. I'm getting too high off the ground. I just like to smile at the end of it. Like it's smile. Oh yeah, the smiley face with a parachute hatch. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, those ducts below it are the ram air cooling used for cooling the tail control, or cooling that tail section so the engines don't burn it up. Oh well, that's nice. The MiG-21 just crashed. Thought I saw somebody coming through that pass. You should turn on radar alt. Missile away! No dice. Right as the music gets good, too. Sidewinders. Oh, he's just pumping flares constantly. do you mean turn on radar altitude? Come on, lock him up. Lock him up, please. Come on. All right, I've got an SU-24 chasing me. Yeah, he's playing all of the terrain games. Oh, an SU-24 fired a missile at me. Must have outrun it. I'm gonna fire one just to get his attention. I just dump another missile? That SU-24 was just... wow. I'm gonna thank that guy because... ooh. Missile away! Sparrow! Don't fail me now. I'm gonna spend all my radar-guided missiles on this guy. Why is my radar not locking? Too close. And I'm in clouds. Missile away. No, do not track the J7. Somebody got him. J7 got him. Good. Or was the guy behind us? Don't know, don't care. That guy had to go and he was being a pain. Oh, you mean AGL? You mean I should set my HUD to AGL? Dead is dead, don't care how. Exactly. Welcome in, Shades. I am trying out the historically accurate F4C Phantom. At least I was earlier, with just missiles and a fuel tank, and it was difficult, so I threw out a gun, and I'm not doing much better. You can eat my ass. Peasant. Damn. All right. That did not go as planned. Good gods of old, I think you see the fun you're having. Yep. Yep. Par for the course. Oh, Shades! I have the P.O. box. I will drop it. I'm still trying to figure out where to post it, though. I'm waiting on some stuff to review from my manager to figure out where I'm gonna, how to set it up in a Twitch panel. So when it's up in the Twitch panel, I will let you know. Because I don't want to I want to make sure that if I'm delivering that, I want to make sure I know how secure I have to be with that information before I start posting it up. Yep. Let's see. All right. Phantom, nose up. Gear up. Flaps up. Attitude up. Yes, it's Obi. Bomb. Obi's the manager of all the guild's creators. Jeez. The more, what do you mean the more you know? You've been here the whole time. How do you not know this? My guy really just be here to play games. All right. Weapon selector on. I'm not here to play games. It's more like an autistic obligation. Jeez. War Thunder compels. The autism compels you. I game. I don't get involved in Discord. It's not even Discord politics. It's just knowing what's going on. That's just situational awareness. I don't get involved in Discord politics either. I don't like them. Running screening for this AV-8. I'm gonna get the missile seeker up and the ACM radar. Would you look at that, a target. Nope. Interesting that my radar can lock somebody that far away. Please hit. Please hit. That'd be beautiful. Yes! Whoo! 25. Can I get a double? Can I go for the twofer? Oh. Yes! Twofer! Do I have the Eurofighter? Nah. Boom! Hey, Bell. You're main when it comes to Discord. Ace Combat 7 Experience Its Madness. Oh, that is on the table for this year. We got Ace Combat 7, and we're playing that at some point this year, and I cannot wait. Make a shroud out of a... Hold up, I have a T2 coming in. I will address this in a moment. Oh no, my tail being blown out really does not help my case. Okay, we both almost went the same through. Both have the same idea. Where's my team? Frickin' dead. Damn. Literally just me and this T2. When the radar on, lock him, please. Lock him, please. He's preparing to come around on me. Nope. Okay. This is gonna be a whole lot of no. I do not like any of what I am seeing right now. Nope. Although, you know what? All things considered, this was a pretty good round for me, at least, because I got 2. Wow. Everybody was not pleased that an F4 was the last one alive. All right. Turn to hangar, but that means we got the thing so we can actually run the reward reel this time. Let's go. 60% way making through the chalice. Decided to make the shroud out of a Braytax fiber and have already finished seeding most of the harvested red fieldstone. Decided to add silver shimmer obsidian to the jet black obsidian, as well as cobalt goldstone, and for fun added small flakes of Ethiopian fire opal. What are you? I feel like I'm going to feel like a king when you send me this. Shades! This thing is nut. This thing sounds nuts. Quad kill with the MiG-21 Laser M. That's because it's the Laser M. It gets R60 MKs at 9. I know you said Chalice, but Chalices can be anything from like a plain metal goblet to like this jewel studded thing. On a spectrum of bartender, of like medieval bartender to royalty, this is royalty. And I'm just like, wow. I'm just like, I appreciate that. Holy crap. It's very kind of you to go and make this for me. Like, this is... Scruffy Space Captain needs a good cup. You're goddamn right. This is awesome. Let's go. Oh, a Breedex. Breedex. Ooh. Oh boy. Now let's see. Okay, we get to spin the wheel this time. That's what I was missing. Slice collecting relics like a 40k rogue trader. Yeah. Brothers, we must collect the treasure. Ooh. Default loadout, but now the requirement is 2 frags. So now we also get the flares. But the skill cap goes up a notch. Although we have learned that these flares do not mean anything against the Lazar M and the R60 MKs. So we're going to have to play this one carefully, especially if we find one of those guys. All right. Ooh. All right. You know, we haven't seen any of the bomb options show up yet, and I kind of want to take bombs. Flaps to takeoff. Radar into search mode. ACM. Selection on. Switching to aim 9Es for initial run-in. F5 went straight to tail strike for takeoff. I'm getting kind of close in this thing. I do not like pulling back this much on the stick. It's why it takes me forever. There are so many times where I get close to gear ripping. Well, that Vikin's dumb. There are so many times when I get close to gear ripping in this plane because I'm not used to the takeoff angle I gotta take to get off the ground at speed. Like, the takeoff speed is 180, 200 miles an hour. But you gotta crank the nose up to like 25 degrees just to clear the runway at that speed. It's kind of weird. It's just like, I understand this is a carrier-based aircraft, but come on. All right, time to swing in from the rear and play support, because let's face it, this thing is not a frontline fighter like it was supposed to be in Vietnam. There's a reason this thing had basically started off with a 1-to-1 or even 2-to-1 loss ratio before getting like a 2-to-1 win ratio. They lost a lot of Phantoms. I think all U.S. military branches combined lost 761 F-4 Phantoms in the entire Vietnam War. Out of the 4,000 they took possession of after production. They ended up procuring over 4,000, I think 400 Phantoms, and lost 760 of them in combat. That is an eighth, pretty much. Anywhere between a sixth and an eighth of all aircraft just gone. Mostly due to ground fire. Against enemy MiGs, it wasn't nearly as it wasn't anywhere near as glorious. It was like a 2-to-1 against enemy fighters. When someone designs a craft and didn't match it with tactics, it's less of... So here's the funny thing. This thing, when it was originally designed, was designed to be a modular replacement for the Super Demon. This is one of the first modular aircraft ever made, and it was supposed to be easily able to fill multiple roles: air superiority, fleet air defense, and ground attack. They were trying for all the competitions the Navy had put out at the time. And so they made a plane that was supposed to be able to do everything in theory. And so this plane has all that DNA, which is why it was so adaptable. Supposed to. The only thing it didn't have was a gun on this model, because they expected it to not need one for the fleet air defense role. And that's why it didn't have one. That F5 is the same idea that I do. Oh, is it a hit? No! I just killed a friendly! Oh, shit. That's a missile. Oh, come on. How did that one round hit the friendly? What? That is garbage. What the? He got hit by exactly one round and his engine just imploded. What do you mean? Hold up, I just remembered I gotta change my chat settings to nobody. I don't want to hear anybody talking in this game. Get a better game. Shut up, Bob. That ain't how this works, and you know it. When they were built to do BVR fights. Yes. And the reason for that was because identification friend or foe technology hadn't been widely developed, it wasn't widely fielded, and it wasn't reliable. So they didn't want the political fallout of team killing because it was very likely. And as a result, they put that restriction in place, but it played against the weaknesses of the F4. So, I do think it, like, after reviewing everything and understanding the pathing of technology, it was well intended, but it was, I think it was probably well intended to prevent, fratricides, but it was not, compatible with the planes they were mainstaying, especially after Robert McNamara was the one that basically pressured the Air Force into ordering the F4s as well as the Navy to try and standardize things. Understand, but at the same time, their political machinations are of what we can't be too mean during war, of what we can't be too mean during war kinds of ends up killing people. Yeah. Unfortunately, the, like, don't get me wrong, some of the political decisions were definitely not great TM, to say the least. Like, having all of the thuds fly down a specific attack corridor along, like, every bomber to prevent bombing something they didn't want to. That's just where they put it. That was just stupid from a tactical perspective. Kind of shows you how much politicians actually know about fighting. But the IFF restriction, unfortunately, I can understand, and there were some cases where it did end up saving people, where F4s and starfighters would have fired on, like, friendlies beyond visual range. I think there was one case where a set of starfighters would have fired on a bunch of F-100s had they not had that restriction in place. So it did save lives, but it also, it played against the strengths of the primary fighter in the theater. And that's why I think it's perceived as sort of a bad decision. It's honestly more circumstantial than it is. It was more circumstantial and kind of coincidental than it was gross negligence. And there were a lot of other, should have been a tech issue that should have been priority to fix. It should have. It should have, and that was, and unfortunately, prevailing wisdom with the military at the time was not conducive to allowing that to be adjusted. It was not great. And the other thing was, a lot of people also blame lack of pilot training. The F4s didn't get military at the time, how many people have died because of that exact sentence? Honestly, if I had a nickel for every time, it'd be ridiculous. Prevailing military wisdom always had a date by about 10 years. What is it? But like, dogfighting was only not taught to the Phantom crews. And that was because they didn't have a gun. Everyone else that had a gun, be an admiral by now instead of a captain if you had a nickel for every time, Taru. But like, the F-8 Crusader pilots, for example, they were dominating at the beginning of the war. In the first 2 years of the war, those guys had a 10-to-1 kill ratio. And that was because they had guns, so they were taught how to dogfight. The prevailing military wisdom at the time created the Phantom, and then the Phantom created the training circumstances that led to the combat circumstances. It's all a butterfly effect. I need to write that down, because I'm still scripting my SU-25 video at the time. Wow, everybody's just dying. People are just... That is what, 3, 4, 5 team kills right off the bat? On the enemy side? Feeling good about my odds. An A-10 shot down a CR-32? That team is just team kill central. What is going on? A Frogfoot video? I would need to have a Frogfoot first. I don't. Something with the Patriot missile system and its 2 friendly fire kills. We taught our boys that the system was smarter than they are, and we should have been teaching them how to use the system properly. Yeah, no. Technology is only as smart as the people using it. Number 1 rule of computers. SU-25 is called Frogfoot. Yes, but I don't have it. Yeah. It's an option. It's up there with the A-10, but we need to fund those packs first. So let's see, where are the bad things? All right, I'm going to turn off my radar because that thing is basically useless. I think I'm going to alter the default load to just be this, but with a 2-kill requirement, because this is doing pretty good. You're going to J out now. Good luck, have fun. All right, thanks for stopping by, guys, and I appreciate it. See you around. The computer is never smarter than the person that programmed it. As I say, as I almost fly into a mountain. That's why we don't actually have true AI. We have a cool set of programs that interface with each other. This isn't the age of Cortana. Very true. AI is still just very, very interconnected programming. It's still relying on human creativity. And even now, 2 A-10s are friendly firing each other. This team has killed half of itself with friendly fire. They're going to lose more people to themselves than they are to us. Selected weapon, aim 7 Sparrow. Yeah, there's like 5 of them left, and it's mostly due to friendly fire. What on earth is this experience? That AI that just said that, I'm gonna... Missile away. Dodge that. He did. Damn. Fortunately for you, pal, I could do this all day. And he's dead. Damn. I didn't get to do anything, not even because my team was good. I didn't get to do anything because our enemy was just bad. Nope, there's 2 more. Oh, there's a MiG-21 up there. Cool. Can I get the shot? Nope. Okay, and he's gone. Just got slapped. Oh, hey, there's an F5 behind me. I better turn around and address that. I don't think I'm gonna get a... Yep, that missile just missed. Like its namesake. Can I please? Nope, too low to the ground. And he's gone. Damn. Meant nothing. Sound like a Marine pilot I want to kill. Yes. Speaking of Frogfoot, there's one. Damn. That sucked. This other team, are they a coalition of Russians and North Koreans? This much friendly fire? Damn! That's mean, but so right, though. Oh my goodness! I should have been able to beat at least one person with that. That was ridiculous. Accuracy does not care about your feelings. No, it does not. I sent you my AIM-7 Sparrow. Please respond. All right. I'm honestly starting to feel like the gun pod did not make enough difference. Look at those afterburners. Look at that. Gear up. This big lug up in the air. This lead sled. Big enough to be a sled, and it drives like you have a lead foot. Ha! Radar off. Weapon selection. Watch that artillery round ricochet off the ground. It went all the way over in the corner, just dwing. All right. Gotta say, always something sexy and terrifying about American jet air power taking off at night. Dude, the Soviet afterburners are really pretty at night because they're a little blue. Just the extra blue tinge combined with the red jet fire. Oh! And the weird thing is, it's due to poor metallurgical quality, to my understanding. Like metals burning off in the jet exhaust. Or like a certain metallurgical layer. I don't know. I believe it has something to do with the composition of the jet engine itself. But, they're really pretty. Even though it's because they're complete bullshit. I thought it was also fuel composition. It could be. It's not entirely the case, though. Oh, shit. I hate you. No way did I just dodge that missile. Not that one, though. Of course, the Laser M. Of course it's a Laser M. What else would it be? I'm going to enjoy playing that thing when I get back. I'm glad I bought it. You just watched a YouTube short about it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. But you don't remember any of it? Bro. Alright. I made another mistake this time. I charged way past the enemy lines without waiting for friendlies. So that did not work. Ministry, do it. As I shove a slice of salami into my mouth. All right. F11F is 9? Yeah. But I'm not doing co-op today, so you don't need to worry about it. I knew you'd better. I'd make a horrifying, inappropriate comment about putting the meat in your mouth, but I like you too much, so I won't. You can make it. I can take jokes. Although, and if I feel like I need to take that back after I see it, I'll let you know. There is a possibility I might not know what we're talking about. Is that MiG-21 trying dumb shit? All right, hold up. Here's your hydrate redeem. What do you miss? You just woke up? We have been trying to run historically accurate F4Cs. It has been a struggle, TM. You make a comment about you not being a Navy pilot? Oh, no! No, you're correct. That is... That's hilarious. Adds the F4B. I mean, the F4B is literally just the 4C with a couple of changes. It's literally the same thing, maybe without the IRST. And without gun pods, so it just doesn't have the option for gun pods, because they were never added. Alright, gonna fly between some buildings and go left here. Oh, there's enemies over here. Let's, Nope. I feel like these missiles will get distracted on anything. Nope. Absolutely not. I saw that. Stay out of here. Leave me alone. I'm not about your garbage. You lost. Come on. Raise the nose a little higher. Crank out the takeoff flaps for the turnaround, the high yo-yo. Way too slow for this. Yep! And of course there's a tornado that shows up. Damn! How many J7Ds have there been? A lot. None of them, I think I've only been killed by him once or twice, though. It's mostly been the MiG-21 Lazur M's. And that's the first tornado today. So... There's not been a whole lot of J7Ds. It's kind of interesting. There have been a lot on my team, but not a lot have been fighting. So, let's see. We did not get that one, so we're gonna... Actually, you know what? Hold up. I'm going to do a bit of an override here. I want to see how this plays. So I'm going to take the 1,000-pound bombs, and we're just going to do a bomb run, because I want to see how that feels. We haven't gotten to roll the reward wheel as much as I'd liked, because it has been not as easy to score a kill as I'd liked. I think I'm mostly just being bad. So, we're just going to spice things up and chew a change up for one game, just to see how it hits. Now, my question is, how many 1,000 pounds of bombs does it take to knock out a bomb target of this battle rating? Because staying low for a bomb target is something I can definitely do. Let me check. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Let me know when you got it. All right. Let's see. Phantom. Roll. Oh, right. Bomb computer. I forgot. This thing has a ballistic computer. This guy just drop a napalm bomb on the ground? R2D2 gave you an idea. Do tabletop gaming like D&D? I do. I actually used to DM for a 5e campaign before my players kept exploiting every loophole I didn't think of, and I decided to shut down the campaign. And now one of the players from that campaign is continuing it. And I'm going to be playing in what used to be my campaign. And this is going to be so much fun. I actually cannot wait. I haven't made my character for it yet. Mission understood? Oh. Actually, so I'll talk about that campaign a little bit because I liked it. I designed a campaign where magic replaced gunpowder. And so it was like post-industrial era, pre-World War I type space where gunpowder had not been invented and magic was mass-produced to replace it. So there were a lot of magic items that were widely available, like using beads of fireballs as bullets, or as gunpowder charges instead. So you could have things like firearms, and there were like naval warships with cannons that were powered by steam engines and coal engines, but instead of using like fossil fuels, they would use fire sigils like to run the boiler engines. And so they would have steam-driven engines that would use fire sigils for power. I gotta check my setup here, because I feel like I'm gonna get lit up. But yes, my players got very, very uppity with me and decided I don't like that this tornado is basically coming straight at me. And MiG-21 is gonna get slapped out. I hate you. He's right back there. I know he's gonna fire a missile. F5 is there. 225 is there. MiG-21 did not kill the base. We might get it. Okay. All right. Boom. Got it. Let's see what else we can get. Tornado there. Friendly the F5 just broke off. Okay, and I missed my bomb target because I tried to save that guy. Where'd he go? All right, the tornado's peeling up and around, so now me and this tornado are working together. Let's not hit the ground. As I turn my fat ass around. So arcane steampunk, kind of. 5 times 1,000 pounds or 2 napalm bombs. Oh no. Leave me alone! Nope. This tornado and I are both going for the bomb target. Tornado's gonna get there first. Alright, I dropped 2,000 pounders. He didn't drop anything, did he? Connection to the server was... What do you mean? Oh, crap. Nope! What the hell? Okay. I'm calling BS on that one. Oh, yeah, no. I have a packet loss of 26%. What is going on? I think I should be dead. Hello? Gaijin? Someone forgot to feed the server hamster. Yeah, clearly. I don't like that. I can't leave. Hacker? Question mark? Oh, there it is! Explosion jump scare! Wow. That was whack. I died so hard, it took me a while to figure out I died. Clearly. So, what was I saying before with the, we're gonna do that again, because I got a bomb target, but I want more. Actually, we're gonna try out the other bomb load. What was I talking about? Right. So, the TLDR of the campaign is my players got a hold of too many magic items too quickly. They took out a young dragon, like CR13, it's meant for a level 13 party, at level 5 in 2 turns, because they got their hands on a bunch of beads of fireballs, because they're mass-produced and therefore cheap. So, never adding that kind of realism to my campaigns ever again. And I ended up nuking magic, trying to stop them. And one of my players had somehow decided to make a navy that did not rely on magic. And so he got in control of his city because all of his family had died in a raid. And his entire city had gotten raided. So he basically became the ruler of the city, used the city's treasury as the party's personal bank account, started building a navy that didn't rely on magic, so that even when I nuked magic in the game, they basically were still... They were basically still God, effectively. And I was like, you know what? I'm not playing this campaign anymore. You guys can eat my entire ass. So I shut down the campaign and got rid of it. Because I was not playing that game. Oh, I can either go down the... Tackle this. I'm going to the left. I am the only person carrying bombs. And if I do this right, that means those 2 bomb targets on the left are going to be all mine. So we're going to fly level, then we're going to go up there on that cliff, and we're just going to dump everything. 750-pound bombs. Is Crying Sawfish carrying any bombs? He's carrying gun pods and missiles, probably. Turn off the radar because I don't want to get tracked. Most efficient loadout might be 6 times 1,000-pound bombs and 2 napalm. That should get 2 bases. Interesting. I will keep that in mind for another stream. Now that should get. Now I'm assuming that means it'll get 2 full bases if I can hit 2 full bases in time before my team gets them. Can't tell if these guys are going for bomb targets here. They look like they are, but it looks to me like I'm the only one with bombs. Wait, he could have rocket pods. If he has rocket pods, then I'm definitely screwed. I might just be boned. Maybe, maybe not. That F4E looks like he might be, I don't see anything on him, but he's going straight in for that bomb target. Yeah, he has bombs. Why are people's weapons not showing up on the indicator? I need to know who has what so I know who's competing with me. Gaijin, come on. Oh, we dropped napalm. I hate that guy. He's probably on his way to the other one, too. I'm going to ignore the tornado. Worry about the J7. Now we're seeing J7s. Been broken for a while now. From La Royale forwards? Yeah, it would make sense. Stop stealing my bases, you ass! I literally have no purpose because of you. I'm getting this one. Oh, hey. And the base is already gone. I hate you. Can I please lock him? He's right there. We're not even that close to the ground. Come on. This F-111 is straight up napalming every single bomb target on the map. I should shoot him. How did one guy get away with every single one? Well, what the? Ditching the bombs because I don't need them anymore. Missile away. Is that their runway? It's not their main one, but it's close. I've got another. I've still got more bombs on me, and I've got a MiG-21 behind me. That's stupid. No. Fuck you and your R60 garbage. Oh, my lord. Brain confused. F4C cosplaying as an E? No. F4C wearing U.S. Air Force camo job. I decided to buy the Air Force camo job for the F4. So that did not work because we got literally every single bomb target stolen from us by an F-111. And that makes me want to try a different loadout. Just gonna experiment a little here. I made one for small bombs. I did not make one. Actions. Copy. Rename. Rockets. We're gonna try the Zuni, the Mighty Mouse rockets. Just having a metric ton of them. And we're just gonna see what happens. Because why not? I want to see how many things I can hit. Rockets got nerfed a while ago. No idea how they work at the moment for bases. We got enough of them to find out. We have an ad break coming up, so I'm going to run an ad break for the first bit of the match. So that way you guys can actually see it. So that way the ad break doesn't hit in the middle of the fight. So I'm going to go run those now. And let's play ball. I also just realized my rocket salvo button is not bound because I unbound it for this mission to use for Zunies. I'm gonna have to rebind that real quick. This Phantom also has an attack idea. His name Assault King. What's he got? Yeah, he's got rockets on. I think. Or just missiles. I'm going to, real quick, hit controls, weaponry. I need to rebind rocket salvo. Zoom. Cool. Now, assuming these bomb targets don't get taken from me, we will find out how well the rockets work. Okay. Always a race for the bomb targets. Every time. Why is the K-Fear locking me from behind? Or from the front? Oh! F4 just crashed. Interesting. Somebody was not at keyboard. That means the bomb target is open. Let's go get it. Honestly, kind of nuts how these things were used for close air support. People were actually flying them this low to the ground for cast runs. It's actually nuts. Why is the K-Fear locking me? Eat my butt, peasant. Nope. That K-Fear is going for that bomb target, which means I'm switching to the next one. I hate you and everything you're made of. Oh, nice. Nope. Never mind. Interesting. Oh no, I probably had two different MiGs firing on me. Special grade of crazy, especially military ones. All right, so running bomb targets in the F4C Phantom is kind of useless because everybody wants to do it at the same time you do. So we're gonna go back to air superiority. I'm gonna take this. Probably just gonna dump all the rockets at the beginning. But I think we'll make this one the nail in today's coffin. Because it's getting nailed shut. All right. And it's premium infestation time at the moment, so a ton of base bombing premiums. Right. Right. Yep. Is the J7D a premium? you know, IDS, F5C, SU-25K, 17 M4, A10A. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of premiums. Yeah, but only air-to-air weapons? Okay. Right, so a lot of people are trying out new premium stuff, and I'm stuck here with the F4 Phantom. It's not like the BIS with two times big napalms. Okay. You know what? We're gonna dump the rockets. Get off my hard points. We're just gonna fly in with maximum DACA. Selection on. Aim 9Es. Nothing like being a low-tier player in a pay-to-win server. That feels like it's been the experience today. Not gonna lie. New year, new getting... Trying to pull back on the cursing a little bit. Pretty sure I already used that once in the last 15 minutes. Ooh. Turn off the radar. It's really just not helpful. I'm gonna stay over here where things are clear and raise the nose to where the radar can matter. I've never actually tried launching radar at long range up at altitude, so we're gonna get up here and just see how that goes. Who is near me? Not A5. Okay. Anybody over here? Negative. Oh. Is that a contrail I saw briefly? No, it's just a cloud edge being glorious balls. All right. Let's try turning in to engage some of these guys with radar guidance. See what happens. It's either going to end poorly or end well, but given how the entire thing has been ending poorly, I don't think it'll be much of a difference. Hello. Hold the shot until I get a better angle. Oh my goodness. Well, clip the wing on the A-10 out of nowhere. No, leave me alone. Stop that! Oh, of course you did. I would have laughed if I shot you with that. I got a missile evasion. Oh, okay, I got the A-10 that I shot with that thing. All right, we're good. All right. You know, I'm gonna do another one with that load, just to do a little bit more. At this point, I'm just experimenting. The wheel's kind of out the window. I swear, just one more match. That's what's happening right now. Alrighty. So we'll do just this one more, and then I think that'll be enough. Because I was having fun with just laying down lead. Our captain being like free super soldier serum Captain America. I can do this all day. This one will be the winning one, I swear. Exactly. Turning off the radar. All right. Nose up, engines up. Oh, there's a detail I almost forgot to mention. Who is... Oh, you're dead now, pal. Hmm. Ten is now flying backwards? If he comes for me next, I'm gonna beat his ass. You know, I can't help but wonder how well he'd do against a radar-guided Sparrow missile. For some reason, my radar also doesn't seem to have any trouble with locking friendlies, so, I mean, it's possible. I don't even know where that's gonna land. It'd be so funny if that landed on a bomb target from all the way over here. I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure I fired at too much of a mortar trajectory for that. Now I'm watching the A-10 because I do not trust him. All right. Switching to Sparrows. And I'm gonna set the radar to search mode because there's a target over here. Miss LeWhite, will it be enough? I doubt it. Cool, switching to Sidewinders. That's a lot of hatred. All right. Nope, you weren't making that shot. Okay, nope. Come on. Right, you get AIM-9Ps. I forgot about that. 3 premium MiG-21 misses and 3 only premium MiG-21 misses and 3 of them. Yikers. I think that's an indicator that we need to stop. So, all right. Let us find who is alive. Who is around, who is around, who is around? Who be about? Out and about. There are not a whole lot of people. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, let's see. Zentrea is also flareless, aka the priority target. Yeah, I know. And it sucks. So let's see. Zentrea is also doing New Year's stream. So I think we're going to try rating Zentrea. I've never rated Zentrea before. Let's see if that works. All right. So they do have follower, subscriber only chat. That's fine. But they are also streaming up for New Year's. They are chatting it up. And I will see all of you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. And I will be around for Friday when we start our run of the Battlefield saga with Battlefield Hardline at 5 p.m. EST. Thank you. See ya.